When we last left off, we had been clearing out the garden and enjoying a much-needed getaway to Beaune. We ordered the raclette instead of the fondue and quickly got a crash course on how to eat melting cheese. We wanted to overhaul the garden. It would be really nice to have some appeal to the front of the house itself. It's just not the most pleasant to look at. The idea is to make it more Mediterranean and less ugly. Hi everyone. There's been so much that has been going on lately, and I just wanted to talk to you at the front of this video to kind of give you an update on all the things that have been happening lately. I had gotten over COVID and I was feeling much better. One day it just kind of hit me. I had an extreme pain here on the side of my face. I had this unrelenting headache. So I asked Rob to take me to the emergency room. They had sent me to the specialist, and she had said that it was probably an inflamed nerve in my face that was caused by stress. She had prescribed me something to help with the nerve inflammation, specifically for this trigeminal nerve pain. Unfortunately, I was not able to take that after speaking to my liver specialist, my hepatologist. It was not something that was compatible with my condition, so I had to opt out and just take Tylenol and basically take time to let it heal and to not be so painful all the time, because it was pretty constant. It was really difficult managing everything, work, baby, house. I had to take time for myself to heal, and now I'm feeling way better. Each week I'm getting a lot better and I'm feeling more like myself. I appreciate all the patience that you guys have had. I'm getting back into everything, and I'm going to be sharing with you guys all that is coming up, including, very importantly, we are going to be launching our shop next weekend. Scratch that. We were forced to postpone the launch of our shop due to delays from our logistical partner. Hopefully we resolve this ASAP and have a new launch date to share with you as soon as possible. Please make sure that you sign up for our newsletter on casaardor.com. We will go ahead and send a newsletter with all the details on when that shop is going to be open and live. We will be having lots of different things on there, from our linens to ceramics and candles, different things that you can use in your home. We're very excited about it, so we hope you guys will be as well. When we last left off, we had been clearing out the garden and enjoying a much-needed getaway to Beaune. We really savored our remaining days in Beaune and focused on good food and quality time away from our laptops. We stumbled upon this beautiful chateau when I was pregnant with Robbie last year.
Looks like couscous, beans, tomatoes,
Yummy.
deliciousness, fresh.
And Rob's got a glass of
Pinot Noir.
and I have an Orangina. The menu special included 3 courses for 18 euros. It's gems like this that make it incredible to travel and try new dishes, all without breaking the bank. And then we had just a little coffee now. It was delicious and exactly what we needed. And Robbie wants to be included in everything. It's days like this that make life feel so surreal living in Italy and being able to enjoy easily traveling around Europe. We've driven by the Beaune Park so many times and finally decided to explore and walk off lunch. It was so scenic, tranquil, and perfect to lull Robbie off into a nap.
We started to make our way back home through Mont Blanc and stayed the night. Once we got into town for a quick lunch, we were amazed by the amount of visitors hiking, backpacking, paragliding, anything outdoorsy.
Rob and I had a little bit of a rest after we had lunch outside and we had a walk around and got Robbie ready, and now we're ready to go to dinner. We're gonna try this new place that we've never tried before and actually try some fondue. I don't know what to expect, never have had fondue in my entire life, neither has Rob, so we're game for anything tonight, and hopefully Robbie will be nice and quiet even though he's teething. He's been very vocal during dinner, so fingers crossed we have a very uneventful, calm night.
We tried a new dinner spot. We're always up for a new dish.
There he goes, pull up. Yeah. It's very nostalgic.
We ordered the raclette instead of the fondue and quickly got a crash course on how to eat melting cheese. Raclette is cheese that you add to potatoes, meats, and vinegary vegetables.
Yours is gone, so.
So you cut the potato and you put the potato in there. Or you...
It took a little finessing, but we figured it out. It was a flavor explosion and we absolutely recommend it, especially after a full day of hiking or skiing, both of which we did not do. Before we knew it, our first family trip was over. When we got back from Mont Blanc, we were blown away by the cleanup job Roland had done.
After Roland had cleared out everything, he came by a couple of weeks later to discuss the plans that we had for the garden itself. We wanted to overhaul the garden because we had a lot of practical reasons for it. Number one, it would be really nice to have some appeal to the front of the house itself. It's just not the most pleasant to look at. Another reason why we wanted to revisit this hard landscaping issue that we had with the front is so that we could make an area for our little one to be able to run around and play in. So Roland has years of experience with this stuff, and he's really helped us understand what we can do with this space. So I'm going to take you so we can look at it together. We talked about our options and considered what we could do with this front area because it's really broken up. The sad part is this landscaping is really beautiful, but in order to kind of restore it, we'd have to pour a lot of money into it. You'll see that we have cracks throughout, and it's gonna take a specialist who can handle making it look like it was and not making it look like a bad patch-up job. And that costs a lot of money. We've had various conversations with people about how much this would cost to restore, and right now we're just thinking that's not the way that we want to go. I had originally thought that in this area I could plant some evergreen bushes, things that will last throughout the year, and then sprinkle in some flowers, and I'll put up on the screen some of the inspiration that we had for this area and I think for the garden in general. But the issue was that was going to take a lot of maintenance, a lot of time, effort, energy, money, and I quite frankly am not up to the task for that. I needed to simplify it, and he really helped us figure out a solution to have it a lot more manageable and much more functional for our family. So we have some really good plans for this outdoor space here. This house is built on a slope. He broke it up by landscaping pieces like this that swept here. Roland suggested that we break down this wall here and this wall here. So you break down all that hard landscaping, this bit here, and these right here. And this follows down all the way here. Then the idea would be fill in this entire space here with dirt. Level it off so that there's a gentle slope that levels off into this space here. This would be all grass that's here. And in this spot here, we would be able to put a seating area and stuff and actually be able to enjoy this outdoor space. Here, if you can imagine, this will all be grass. We have some really great creative friends and people who really love to brainstorm about this whole entire project. This whole entire front area is really awful. It's not pleasant to be in. It's not pleasant to look at. It's just a complete disaster. And I think the majority of that comes from the fact that the flooring is this horrible concrete that is just given up. It's cracked all over. There's wear and tear all over it. I mean, it has lasted all these years, but it's had its time. If you look here at the front of the house, you'll see that we have this natural stone that is on the facade of the house. I think it's absolutely gorgeous. It's one of the features that we really loved. It's typical from the 1960s for houses to have this kind of stone finish here. It's beige, it's neutral, it's timeless. It's beautiful stone that will always, to me, be very special, and I want to keep that feature. A lot of the features of this house we're really trying to preserve, but this front garden area really threw us for a loop. When we were discussing with them, we had the idea, let's go ahead and rip out this floor. Try to drill it out and rework it. The idea we had was to put in beautiful neutral beige gravel, these little tiny rocks, all over the front, so we don't have to put grass absolutely everywhere, and we can have a path with natural stone. So we don't have to spend an exorbitant amount of money on beautiful pieces of stone that lead the entire way, but it could be steps. The idea is to make it more Mediterranean and less ugly. Rob came up with the beautiful idea of going ahead and putting in a nice big olive tree in the middle of the fountain, reusing that in a way that's really gorgeous and beautiful, and surrounding that tree with lavender all the way around. So I think that could be a really lovely idea without having to completely rework the front area. You might be wondering, how are we going to walk up to the front door if we close off the section right there? But I'm actually standing on the path that leads up to the front entrance. There's a little staircase right here, a few steps, where it leads straight to the front door. So it's not a problem as far as access is concerned to go ahead and close off that space. I think it will be so much better for our family and to be able to use, enjoy, have aperitivo out there in summer nights, and being able to enjoy the sea view that's directly out in front of us right here. I know that we have a lot of work cut out for us, and it's a big project to take on, but I think it's gonna have an incredible amount of impact. Thank you guys for all your love and support and all the comments that you leave on this channel. It's so helpful, and give this video a thumbs up. It helps us and it gives us the motivation to keep going, especially when there's so many things that are happening. I appreciate the patience and you guys hanging in there and staying tuned with all the things that we're doing, and especially with the shop. We will be sharing with you guys very, very soon our bathroom series. So we've been working so hard on those designs. If you remember, I will link back to that bathroom video that we had previously on our channel. Those designs are very much in play. I cannot wait to show you the finishes that we've chosen for these bathrooms, the amount of work that has gone into them, all the artisans that are coming together, you know, everything from the flooring and all the different places that we had to source different items. It's just so beyond exciting that this is all coming together, and it's taken a lot of time too, because we didn't want to settle. We really wanted to wow you guys with the design. We have 3 bathrooms coming up, and they will each have their own series. You'll follow it from the design process to the installation and the finished look. That will be coming up pretty soon, and we'll also keep you posted on the rest of the construction that's happening here. Thank you guys so much, and stay tuned for more.